Live from Pepsi Studios in New York City, it's the Hospitality Hangout podcast with the restaurant guy and the finance guy. Everything is better with Pepsi.
I like it, Chatsy. Well done.
I love it.
I want to welcome you all more formally to the Hospitality Hangout, a hospitality-focused podcast where the founders of Branded Hospitality bring technology and innovation leaders that are making things happen in the industry we love. My name is Jimmy Frischling, otherwise known as the finance guy, and I will pass it back to Mr. Michael Schatzberg, also known as the restaurant guy.
And thank you for that kind introduction, Jimmy. And to all those listening, feel free to call me Shatsy. We are the hospitalities we are the personalities behind the Hospitality Hangout. And we sit at the intersection of capital, investment, hospitality, innovation, restaurants, technology, if I didn't say it already, food, beverage, and all things celebrity chefs. Jimmy, you know the Hangout. We've had many a guest on, over 250 episodes, and we are the kings of celebrity chefs, are we not?
Well, this might be the first time we've had such a celebrity chef.
Well, then we are going to become the place for all celebrities. My shirt's a little tight, Jimmy. I think I'm either getting fat or they're cutting it tighter.
It's definitely the cut. It's definitely the
cut, right?
Couldn't be the way it came.
It couldn't be the way it came, right?
The ultra-processed foods, though. But that's a topic for another day and not today.
You know, Jimmy, I got to just tell you, before we jump into, because we got a great show.
Yes.
I mean, really great show.
We got a great guest.
But I got to talk to you about something that's been on my mind for quite a while.
Yes.
Okay? And you know I love Pepsi. You know I love Pepsi. Yes. I love Starry.
Yes.
I love this, Pure Leaf. You know how much I love this. Well, I want everybody to go check out Pepsi.com/local eats. Our friends at Pepsi, because you know they are good for operators, right?
Good friends operators.
Good friends of operators. They're always doing things to help operators make more money, have a better customer experience. They have a whole local eats program, Jimmy. If you go on, it is a site that shares with you some of the best restaurants in your area. Well, I got to tell you, they have a full-on local eats special going on. It's the NOLA Eats Fest, okay? And it's going on in Waldenberg Park, okay? And some of the best restaurants in New Orleans are participating in this event. But it's just another example of Pepsi and how they're giving back to operators and making sure operators are just, having the guests are having the best experience, right? So check out Pepsi.com/local eats and check out your greatest restaurants in your area that you might not have discovered before.
Think global, eat local.
Jimmy, I got to tell you, I love that. And I am going to take a drink of my delicious Pure Leaf, and let's kick into
Don't spill it on your nice
I will say, I love Pepsi, but I will say,
very full.
They give you if they give you, when they say they're giving you whatever how many ounces is, I think they're really giving you. I think they might be giving you extra.
They're giving you extra. Good for that. Well, Shatsy, thanks for all that. Listen, we are very excited today to welcome to the podcast Chef Laurent Tourondel. And I have to say, I have had the privilege of dining at a number of this chef's restaurants.
Oh,
there is again, among the elite chefs that we've had the privilege of dining with. So we're going to talk about the culinary vision, the BLT restaurant, the Cello and L'Amico, his current restaurant empire, which includes Sag Pizza, El Taco Bar, Skirt Steak, Dune, and more. Chef is the president and owner of LTUS Corp, and they're going to have a lot to talk about. But before we bring Chef in,
it's always a before.
There's always a before. He comes, he thinks he's going to participate. We just keep talking. But we release our podcast on Tuesdays, so we're going to play our little game, 3 factoids about our friend Laurent. 2 are true, 1 is less so, also known as a lie. At the end of the episode, Chatsy will guess which is which.
I feel like this is the first trivia Tuesday that we've done with a celebrity chef. Am I correct?
I think this is
Is that breaking news?
Is that breaking news?
It could be.
It could be. You and I are on the tape.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Here are 3 factoids about our friend Laurent. Fact 1. He once cooked a meal, an entire dinner, for 50 people in the fire staircase of a New York City apartment.
Okay, he's a chef, New York City guy. I can see that.
We take words seriously. The cook part, fire alarms, all that stuff, could be cooked. Could be assembled. I cook. All right. Fact 2. Laurent once had an entire U-Haul of food for a catering event towed away because he was double parked outside of 57th Street?
That I can 100% say probably happened.
Also, you and I are New Yorkers. You know what?
Those trucks,
this gentleman had a restaurant.
Yeah,
I have to say.
You run into a bank for a second,
Yes.
your car's gone.
Your car's gone.
They get you fast.
Plus, they see a big U-Haul, they might just smell some food. Who knows?
I can see that.
Fact 3. Laurent moved to Thailand for a woman.
Yeah, I can see that too. I mean,
If you go to Thailand, never mind.
Laurent's French, right? I mean, he's a French guy. I don't have to tell you. Of course he moved for a woman.
I got the, I won't do the accents, but I did spend 5 years working at Société Générale.
Oh.
To the Americans known as
yes.
SG, but Société Générale. So I felt comfortable saying Laurent. I think I got his name right. But anyway, chefs, now we're about ready to bring in chef, correct?
We are very close. Jimmy, we are so close to bringing in our celebrity chef. But I like to give everybody a little background. How do you become a celebrity chef in the world today? Well, luckily, here on the Hangout, we are giving you how you become a celebrity chef in not just America, Jimmy,
The world.
international,
Globally renowned.
Yes. First thing you got to do is you got to get a job early, age 11. So if you don't have a job and you're past age 11,
You have no chance.
all right, so listen, kids out there, if you're still young, you still got a shot. So you got to start cutting lemons at your, you got to start cutting lemons at your dad's restaurant. So you got to be young and your dad has to have a restaurant, right? No, your dad doesn't have to have a restaurant. Your dad's friend has to have a restaurant. First, you got to find a
Dad
friend.
sends you to work.
Yeah, first you got to find a friend and you got to say, what do you do? What does your dad do? If he says he has a restaurant, you got to go cut lemons there. You got to go to culinary school. Doesn't matter which one. There are many good ones. You got to go to culinary school. Then you probably want to start looking at making paella, working at Spanish restaurants. Paella is, to me, that is the backbone of all cooking. I just made that up.
I think you did.
It's the backbone of all
I think
cooking,
chef
right?
is nodding like you made that up.
Yeah. Then you got to go into the Navy, right? You got to go to the Navy, but not the American Navy. You got to go to the French Navy, right? Because nobody knows cooking like the French Navy. That's the French Navy, right? And then you go to London. So you got a lot of stuff going on. You got to go to London, and you got to go work at a gentleman's club in London, right? For 3 years. You stay there for 3 years. So you go to the Navy in France for 2 years. I'm not sure if everyone can join the French Navy, but let's just say you can. You get like a dual passport. They'll take anybody to the French Navy. Trust me, they need people, right? He's in Moscow. He's working at the caviar business on the side. He's selling caviar. He's shipping it to America illegally, like cigars.
I like that. He was working kitchens illegally. I thought that was a timely factoid about our friend here.
Yeah,
it's a hot topic.
Comes back to
It's
New
a
York
hot
City,
topic.
catering company, doing celebrity events. Then he goes to Vegas because he loves to gamble. He loves craps and caviar and craps and blackjack. He works at Caesars. He loves it. He loved Elvis, and he loved who was the guy who jumped over the parking lot? Yeah.
Evil
Knievel. He loved Evil Knievel. Big fan as a young child. As a young child in France, he always wanted to be Evil Knievel. So he goes to Caesars. See? Very true. Wanted to be Evil Knievel. Loved Evil Knievel. But then he went to Vietnam for a little bit. He got confused. He said, what's that? He get confused. But then he comes back to New York City, opens up a restaurant, Cello, 3 stars in the New York Times with Jimmy. Back in the day, that was a big deal. You got 3 stars in the New York Times. That's like 5 Michelin stars. I mean, you can get 5. But that was a big deal, right? Then he finds BLT restaurants, turned it into LT Burgers, a million concepts, hundreds of restaurants, one of the most famous chefs in all the land. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him in. All right, Chef Laurent, welcome to the show. I feel like I got something right there.
Any of it right?
Thank you for having me.
Did Chef get any of that right? Was he close?
Some of it.
Some of it, right? He liked Evil Knievel.
Most of it.
Most of it right.
Most of it was right, Jimmy.
You know what I think? Chazzy, I got to tell you, I think the first time, a little intimidated. I think
you don't usually get celebrities in here, you know?
I think you're a little intimidated. I like this.
You get a lot of big deals, but not celebrity chefs.
It's funny. It's funny to watch you. Listen, I want to kick things off, Chef, with some breaking news. You are bringing your culinary mark to the city of brotherly love. Not just one concept, but 3 concepts. You're bringing the grill, a pizzeria, and a bakery. 3 distinct experiences down to this fabulous food city. Can you share a little about this expansion and what drew you to Philly as your next culinary destination?
So our partner is a real estate developer in Philly, and offered us a space to build a grill. So we're doing a large grill of 175 seats, and then a small pizza.
175 seats.
Yeah.
That's a big restaurant.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And which
restaurant.
part of Philly are we going to?
So we're going to, I think, Germantown.
Okay.
And I don't know Philly well.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful neighborhood.
Well, from what I understand, it's the best area to open restaurants. This is what I'm told.
Well, so far.
Yes, this is what I'm told. I'm told you're going to the hottest neighborhood in town.
I hope it is.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah. Brand new building. And then we have a small corner to do a small pizzeria.
What's the name of the pizzeria?
Scusi.
Oh,
I like that.
I like
Scusi.
it. Yeah, Scusi.
Scusi.
Beautiful. Okay.
Scusi.
Scusi.
And is this the first time you're foray into pizza? Or have you been,
No, I have a pizzeria in Sag Harbor also.
Oh, yeah,
And
Sag Pizza. Right. Yeah. I forgot about that. But I like Scusi better than Sag Pizza, I think. The name.
Oh, the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Are we going to change Sag Pizza to Scusi? What do you think? Do you want to do that right now?
We're going to leave it like
We're
I
gonna
like
leave
it.
it.
Sag Pizza is fantastic.
I know
I'm
it
across
is.
the Pike and Bridge.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, don't change a thing about Sag
I just
Pizza.
changed the name, Jimmy. I wasn't going to change the thing. Just the name. And then tell us about this bakery.
Bakery. So bakery is something a little bit new for me. I'm going to partner with a French baker, and then we're going to do a coffee roaster inside also. Something
love it.
different.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. And what
something
do we got for that? Name for that?
We don't have a name yet.
Why don't we come up with a name, Jimbo?
Mr. Jimmy's is good.
I do like Mr. Jimmy.
Mr. Jimmy.
What are your
Mr.
thoughts on
Yes.
Mr.
For
Jimmy?
a French cafe and bakery, Mr. Jimmy's.
I got to tell you, it just shouts French.
Sounds French. By the way,
Mr. Jimmy.
I love the risk they're taking. I mean, who could ever think the French know a thing or two about bakeries and coffee?
The pizza, though. The pizza is.
By the way, they have the best bread. He's crushing it with pizza.
You don't usually think, oh, wait a minute, Stouffer's French bread pizza.
There you go.
When I was growing up, that was the best pizza, right? Stouffer's French. I burn the roof of my mouth every time I eat that. Yes. Have you ever had that?
No, I
French
don't even
bread
know
pizza?
about it. Where is that?
Yeah, it was in the frozen section of the supermarket.
In the frozen section of the supermarket.
Yeah.
It's okay.
If Stouffer's French bread
of the
pizza.
podcast is not sponsored by Stouffer's Pizza.
No, maybe it should be.
Maybe it should be.
But yeah, I got to tell you, that's really exciting. But I do have an idea for this pizza place. I'm telling you, French bread pizza. Jimmy, how good was Stouffer's French bread pizza?
It's really good.
Listen, you were a pioneer in really making fine dining more approachable. I mean, Cello was, a fantastic restaurant 25 years ago in the city.
Yeah, 25 maybe, yeah.
And I mean, you're a classically French trained chef, right? But you applied everything you learned to kind of the American palate, and you've created all these concepts. What inspired your transformation? You could have just went, listen, I'm a French chef, I'm running a French restaurant, and that's that. But you really went kind of American. What is it? What is it you love? Is it my sexy accent that drew you to the American cuisine?
Probably.
Right?
Had to be.
Right?
Had to be.
Yeah. You hear this accent? I gotta make steak and burgers for Shadsy. What is it?
Look, I think I realized at some point French food was not was hard. We went
Hard
to
to make or hard for people to
hard
like?
for people to go to a French restaurant
In America.
in New York.
Yeah.
And I needed to, reinvent myself a little bit, and I combined it, a bistro with a steakhouse, basically.
Right.
That was BLT steak.
Right, which was brilliant, by the way. And I always thought the name was really cool because I know it's your name, but, when I think BLT, immediately I go to Big Let's Tomato. And who doesn't love a BLT? I mean, it's right. I mean, in France, they eat BLTs, or is that not popular? Like a Big
No.
Let's Tomato. No, so that's an American thing, right?
Right.
And everyone knows. So when you say BLT, it kind of flowed very nicely, right?
I thought Bistro Laurent Tourondel. That's what I
No,
thought.
you didn't. You
That's
didn't
what
know
I
how to
thought.
say his
Bistro
name.
Laurent
Oh,
Tourondel.
you still can't even say his name right. You had no idea. Yeah. But anyway.
The funny part is we had a BLT on the menu, we never sold.
Never sold. Yeah. I can believe that. Because that's the BLTs, you want that in a diner, right? You go to a diner, you want some white toast with some mayonnaise.
I bet it was a fantastic bacon lettuce.
Probably like a really great.
But it was like the greatest
Was with foie
BLT.
gras.
Oh, it was probably so rich and delicious. Maybe we'd make one today after the podcast.
Right, sounds good.
You know, we get some Newski's, like thick sliced bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds great. I love it, yeah.
All right, I want to talk about a collaboration you're doing. You talk about approachability. Here you are doing a collaboration with our good friends at Red Robin.
Red Robin.
You know what? I literally knew you were going to.
Are you not going to say that?
Red
Robin.
Here you are, this incredible culinary and fine dining background, and you're creating a burger with a casual chain who we love in Red Robin. And I think it speaks to your philosophy about making food accessible. And can you share a little story about this partnership, and then how you approach designing this burger for this environment? Because again, it's a different environment from your.
I love this. This is to
it's
me
great.
the greatest idea ever, to bring in a celebrity chef at Red Robin, and who better than Mr. Laurent?
So tell us about this collaboration.
So we created this burger for the Food and Wine Festival, the Wine and Food Festival in Miami, and then they picked up on it. They loved it, and they saw it.
What was it? Did it have a name? What was it? Anything special? What was going on with this?
It was a special. It's funny, I don't even remember what I put inside.
We can make it up, and no one will know.
Yeah.
Just say whatever you want.
I think it's a smoke. I think it's a smoke. Bacon, or you know what? I don't know.
Let's
been
call it.
such a long time
It
ago.
was a smoked bacon burger, Jimmy. It was to die for.
To die for.
It was to die for.
Right.
I had it
So
myself.
you did this at an event, and Red Robin picks up on this.
Picked up on it
Yeah.
and say, look, do you mind? If we put this burger on our menu, I say, no. I mean, It's
That
funny
way,
because
did
at
you
the time I
negotiate
didn't
a
know.
price? Are they paying him? I mean, you're not doing this for free, I hope. Because if you're doing it for free, then I got to bring Jimmy in as your financier.
Yes. Trust me, he's got a deal. I
Do
know.
you have a deal?
We got a deal.
We know
We're
Chef T.
friends with GJ Hart over there, and if we need to negotiate, we'll be hard-nosed, and we'll negotiate. I don't know what they're giving you. If they gave you a 20% discount at Red Robin, and that's all you got, then we're going to have problems.
No, we have a better deal.
Free
than that.
coffee for you. I'll take it.
Yeah, hold it.
I'll take it.
Listen, what is the deal? Tell us the terms.
No.
Can't.
You can't disclose.
Can't disclose.
What if we sign a friend DA? You can't disclose.
Still.
You can't. If you tell me, I will not tell anybody, except for Jimmy. I'll tell Jimmy.
Actually, Shatsy's very good at keeping secrets. Pause for effect. It's the people he tells that can't keep a secret.
Oh, they love it, Jimmy. I got to tell you, is that one of your dad jokes? No, it is true. It is good. All right, so you're not telling us the terms of this deal.
You know, when I thought of this collaboration, I recently went to the retailer, the clothing store Faraday, and who are they doing a collaboration with? Jalen Brunson of the Knicks, and they have a few items that Jalen and Faraday's, and now here we have Chef creating this culinary masterpiece of a burger, and Red Robin saying, "Can we bring that in?"
So when are we getting this burger, Chef?
I love
When
it.
can we get it?
When's this coming
At
live?
Red Robin.
Now?
Only. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
only.
available right now.
Yeah.
Do we know the name of the burger? It's
For years, by the way.
I got it. Smash Smoke Burger.
Smash
Smash
Smoke.
Smoke
Smash
burger.
Smoke.
There we
It's
go.
made with New York cheddar cheese, red onion, black pepper. Yeah. Didn't you do this burger at BLT, at like LT Burger? Didn't you do one of these? In Sag Harbor, you had an LT Burger.
Yes.
Where I used to go all the time.
Yes.
I loved.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
loved.
yeah.
You had a burger like that.
Reopening.
When? In Sag?
Maybe this summer.
Is that breaking
That's
news,
breaking
Jimmy? I
news.
got
Breaking
Jimmy.
news.
That
Jimmy.
is breaking news.
This is just coming in over the wires, Jimmy. Jimmy, I got to tell you, how nobody breaks news like we do here. We are here live from the studio in New York City with Chef Laurent. He has just told us, for everybody out in the Hamptons, in Sag Harbor, LT Burger is coming back. What can you tell us, Chef?
Nothing yet.
I got to say, nobody breaks
But
news
you know
like
what?
we do.
But I just heard real estate prices in Sag Harbor up 7% on that news.
I
Up
mean,
7.
I got to tell you,
7%.
my sister-in-law and brother-in-law live in Sag, and we love the LT Burger when we go.
Yes.
So it is coming back. New location,
Coming back.
but you
Yeah.
can't tell us anything more.
Same location. That's the breaking news.
That's the breaking. There you go. We got a little something out of them.
LT Burger is located in Sag Harbor at the same location. Same great food, same great everything this summer. Oh my God, I gotta tell you, that is breaking news.
Summer 25.
All right, so we got that, so we know what it is, the Smash Smoke Burger at Red Robin. All right, let's talk about the next generation of chefs. Chefs have, I mean, when you started your journey as a chef, it was really, you weren't a celebrity. You weren't on TV. You weren't famous. They weren't having cooking shows. There was no Food Network. It was a passion for food and the love of the culinary arts. And today, it's a whole other ballgame with social media today, Instagrammable, and chefs are doing TV shows and all, I mean, they're literally celebrities now. It's different. So what can you tell us today? What is your advice for young chefs starting out today? And what are the important stages? Because at the end of the day, I mean, you're opening a restaurant, and that's no easy task. And at the end of the day, you're making food that people like. With all the social media and all of the hype about being a celebrity chef, what can you tell somebody out there that's starting out? What advice do you have for them?
Don't try to be a celebrity. Try to be a chef.
There you go. You see, that's what I was getting at. Because if you think that this is Hollywood making movies, you're wrong. This is cooking food.
Right.
This is an art, culinary arts, Jimmy.
Right. I mean, some of it is not reality TV, and then. I mean,
right. Remember when Rocco the Spirit had that first reality TV show, and they were in there with cameras? That's not really reality. I mean, a restaurant, operating restaurant, you can't have cameras and lights moving around. The whole ambiance is ruined.
Right. But in this case, he's a talented chef, and then it's respected guy.
So,
I mean,
your advice is?
My advice is, if you want to start your career in a good way, focus on what you want to do 20 years from now. Do you want to cook classic? Do you want to cook modern? But don't mix it all, because you get lost in translation at the end.
You see that, Jimmy? Mm-hmm. Learn from his experience. Knowledge. Yes, he's giving experience.
I also think there's something very authentic, real about your cooking and your restaurants, and you feel that. I feel, I know Shatsy was celebrating the celebrity status. There's also the acclaim status of people really do appreciate the cooking and the level of quality and the care. Hospitality to me is always exceeding the expectations of the guest, delivering, meeting, or ideally exceeding.
Exceeding, right.
And I think your restaurants have always done that at such a beautiful level. And across the high-end spaces, as well as even the Sag Pizza and the burger joints, I find to be amazing. A question I would ask, given your career, and that's from certainly the fine dining to now collaborations and more casual. What do you see as the future of dining? And how do we balance, the artistry of cooking and the business, what the business demands in terms of operating successful restaurants? Because I'd like to say those two things fit wonderfully together, but firsthand that sometimes they can be in conflict with each other. So the artistry with the business, and how do you see the future of dining as we look ahead?
It's hard to say, I mean, look, we saw a period where people eat more casual, for sure, by eating, by looking at a menu, by the design of a restaurant, by not dressing the way they used to dress 25 years ago. Right. I mean, I was telling someone, 25 years ago, I went to a restaurant in New York. They turned me down because they didn't have a tie.
Right. I mean, you couldn't go to La Copas without
it's funny because it was like
sure, my dad's favorite restaurant. Yeah, jacket and a tie.
Yeah.
Right? Restaurants used to keep jackets.
Yes.
Because Jimmy would walk in and they'd go, excuse me, sir, you need a jacket, right? I mean, that was a big deal.
With the accent.
Yeah, with the accent. Excuse me, sir.
You're taking risks, man. You're taking risks tonight with bringing that accent. Really, you're going for it. I love it. In front of Chef Laurent, you're going for it.
Yeah, I was doing my little slight Peter Sellers in there, Yeah, no, it's very true though. It really has. It's almost like the airlines. You used to get on an airplane. You used to be dressed up. People now you have flip flops with no socks, with shorts on, with your hairy, disgusting legs hanging out. You sit next to it. It really is. And in restaurants, I remember you don't want to have a dress code, but you kind of need a little bit of a dress code because some people just don't get it. They come in with sweatpants, and you're trying to create an environment, and they're like in sweatpants and a tank top, and it kind of
look, people started ordering through the how do you call it, the code, the
Code.
QR,
Yeah,
the QR code, right.
Okay. Well, disappeared a little bit, we have it less and less. I think people still need the service, need to talk to someone to have the human aspect to it.
100%. I mean, that's why you're going out, right?
Right.
You're going out to talk and socialize. I mean, that's the whole thing. Just, hey, look, there's a time and a place to maybe sit home and order in and watch TV. Great, by the way. I'm catching up on Yellowstone right now. Oh. I'm loving it. I'm going backwards. I started with Lioness and Landman. Now I'm going Yellowstone. But I'm very excited to go home sometimes and order food and watch great TV. But then again, I mean, going out, I mean, that to me is like, with the action, the liveliness, and the excitement, and the talking, and the interact. Is this not the best? Don't you feel great going out to a restaurant?
I do, and actually, I love sitting at the bar, especially a bar that would serve a meal. Well, no, yes, but bars that are accommodating dining, because I always feel that's where you get the most action. I like
and the best service. I think it's the best service.
I think it's super fun to dine at the bar, and then or tables that are in the middle of the action. Some people want to sit off in the quiet spot. I like to be where I'm seeing this. I want to hear the staff.
I'm always sat by the bathroom, Jimmy. What do you think that means? Whenever I walk in a restaurant and they're like, "Mr. Schatzberg, we have your table, sir."
Yeah,
and it's by the bathroom.
Really,
what does that say?
Really hard to tell. Really hard.
Does that mean they don't like me? If they put you by the bathroom or the coat check?
They've got those notes on you in their 7 rooms, notation.
Never in the front.
The bathroom.
Yeah, we don't want any customers to see him. Please put it in the back. Yeah. All right, listen, Jimbo, would you like to apply anything else, or should I jump into a little hot or not?
I want to play a little hot or not.
All right, we're going to
talk about you being by the bathroom.
I'm jumping into a little hot or not. Laurent, this is a phenomenal section of the podcast. Hot or not? I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You say hot or not. Are you ready, sir? Fine dining tasting menus, hot or not?
Not.
QR code menus, hot or not?
Not.
Open kitchen concepts, hot or not?
Hot.
Hot, Jimmy. And he made a face like,
yes,
hot. Plant-based proteins, hot or not?
No.
He doesn't like plant-based proteins, Jimmy. He doesn't look like he's a French chef. Honestly, he's not. That's not important to him. All right, Jimbo, let's talk about that, okay?
Yeah, I want to jump on the one, expand upon where the open kitchens. You said hot, and we've just opened at Brandon a couple of restaurants, and we use the open kitchen as well. So we agree with you on the hot. Can you share some of your thoughts? Why are you leaning into that? Why do you think the staff, the guests, why does it work for you?
I just wanted to add, when we were younger, kitchens were in the basement.
Right. Yeah.
They've really come a long way.
It's real estate.
Prime real estate.
Yeah, exactly. The way I like about, as a matter of fact, I'm doing an open kitchen at the Grill in Philadelphia. What I liked about it, it keeps the team in. Beside creating something with action in the restaurant,
more experiential for sure.
When you're inside, I feel it creates something for the team, the kitchen team, to be careful about working clean, being clean on themselves. Not screaming and shouting in the kitchen. I think he creates a certain discipline, which I kind of like about it.
Yeah, I would agree with all of those points. And then I think for me, I do love being, and now that, of course, they also sometimes offer like a table or a bar area where you can see what's going on in the kitchen. It really does add to a lot of excitement watching what's going on there, because I think a lot of people don't really understand what happens.
I think as a guest, I love the energy that comes out of the kitchen, the open kitchen. But as you commented on for example, even the cleanliness, I have always thought as I looked in, the white, the outfits, and the sparkling, it is absolutely, you're right, there's no hiding. So since there's no hiding, it's got to be kept particularly clean.
Yeah, it's great to see who makes your food.
Yes, I think
it's clean.
Yes, I think it's such a nice relationship, and the energy from the kitchen, I think, comes out, and maybe the energy from the dining room.
All right, listen, I think we're going to jump right into... Jimmy, I know you think, no, it's not a snow day. You're not home watching The Price is Right. You're not home. It's not a snow day. We're here in the podcast, and we are about to jump into The Spice is Right with our celebrity chef, Chef Laurent. Are you ready, sir?
Ready.
All right, The Spice is Right is here. and I'm going to give you a item from one of my favorite restaurants in the entire world.
$29. Was I early?
Final guess?
No.
And it's a popular quick-serve restaurant meal. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to tell you the meal and what comes in it, and you and Jimmy will guess on the price. The closest person, without going over, price right rules are in effect, will win fabulous prizes, many trips, and lots of good stuff. Lots of good, and just good things. Just good things will happen in 2025 if you win. That is what I can promise. I can promise you fame and fortune. And it's the year of the dragon, I think.
I think you're right.
Is it the year of the dragon?
Serpent.
All right. What is it?
Serpent.
Oh, well, serpent's kind of a dragon with no wings or feet.
Okay.
I think Davidoff made a cigar, the dragon. I think they did the year of the
All
dragon.
right, here we go, Jimmy. Okay, spice. McDonald's.
Oh, boy.
You've eaten McDonald's? I'm sure you've had McDonald's.
What is it?
Yes, exactly. Okay, yes, exactly. Everyone knows McDonald's.
McDowell's. McDonald's.
The Big Mac meal, okay? The Big Mac meal at McDonald's, okay? Comes with a Big Mac, medium fries, and a medium beverage of your choice. I don't think they have Pepsi there, but sometimes I go and I ask for a Pepsi anyway.
Me too.
You know, I go. So it's a Big Mac, medium fries, and a giant medium Pepsi. But sometimes I ask for a big cup and a medium Pepsi. Laurent, Jimmy, you have to go first.
I locked in my answer.
What is it?
$7.49.
$7.49
Big Mac,
is the
medium
price.
fries, medium beverage.
Yes, and I don't know where this McDonald's is, but it's in a very popular location where everyone loves to go. In a very popular city. Chef, would you like to guess?
I would say 8.69.
$8.69. Okay, I gotta tell you, we have a winner, and it is our favorite chef. Chef Laurent has won again. It is, yes, $11.89 is the price of the Big Mac.
Yeah.
Big Mac meals, $11.89. Well played.
We were both light, but I was way light.
Yeah, you were way late. But, so Big Mac, medium fries. People are saying, look, I got to tell you, I've been seeing a lot of people are going to Applebee's and Chili's are having, Chili's had a record breaker, did phenomenal last year because they said that the price
Once you're spending up over $10, respectfully, at McDougal's,
McDougal's. Yeah, you could go.
You might as well go. You go to Chili's and you get the. I don't know.
You get a little. Maybe you get the full experience. You know, you get the open kitchen. You get the. You get. I don't know. You get service. You get service at the table.
Baby back ribs.
Baby back. You know, it's a good time. All right, Jimbo. Let's get back into the.
Yes, at the top of the show.
You'll send me, by the way, you'll give us your address, and the fabulous prizes are other way. Because you've won. You get a fabulous prize. I've never seen a guest so happy to win. This Price is Right.
I thought you made it clear it was goodwill and good health, good fortune for the year ahead if he wins, which means I did not. Since I didn't win.
But I feel like he thought that the Big Mac was coming his way. Poor guy got nothing.
Wait until
Julie, next time we do this, I think you got to bring the Happy Meal in to the guests. If they win, they got to get something. I mean, Laurent said that. I just won. And what did I win? Nothing.
Goodwill.
Accolades, you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, at the top of the show, I shared 3 factoids about our friend Laurent. 2 are true, 1's not. We're going to ask Shatsy to play. You can play along at home. Fact 1. Laurent once cooked an entire dinner party for 50 people in the staircase at a New York City apartment. All right. Maybe it was the fire escape. Maybe it was the fire escape. Maybe it was outside, but it says fire staircase. Staircase.
Okay, well, we know that's true.
Okay, fact 2. Laurent once had an entire U-Haul of food for a catering event towed because he was double parked outside 57th Street, and we did share. Laurent had a restaurant outside 57th Street. And fact 3. Laurent moved to Thailand for a woman.
Hey, Laurent, you ever been to Thailand?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Shatsy, what says you?
All right, well, then, based on that, maybe the U-Haul has been trouble.
Well, the U-Haul could be a ruse because he had a restaurant there.
Yeah.
So that could be like a whole ruse.
I feel if you had a whole thing of food and you'd have someone standing out there checking it out. I'm going to say he never had the U-Haul, but he moved to Thailand for a woman. He's a French guy, man. You know, they know a little something about love, man. They know how.
Romance.
Yeah, they know romance and love. Yeah, I'm gonna say that he never had a U-Haul stolen.
All right.
You know.
So Chef Schatz, he's locked in his answers.
I've locked
he
in
said
my
the
answers.
untruth was the towed U-Haul.
Wrong.
Wrong.
What? Hey, wait. Did that?
So,
Oh man, what happened?
what happened with you? What happened with you? Was it outside the BL? Was it Lexington and Park Avenue on 57th Street?
No, it was the opening of Louis Vuitton.
So, what was the lie? What?
I didn't move to Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Moved to Vietnam.
Moved to Vietnam for
Wrong country.
Yeah,
Wrong
Vietnam.
country.
But
Words matter.
So
Words
you,
matter.
So you did go to Thailand, just not with that woman. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, hey, listen, I got to tell you, I tried.
Wait, how far did the truck go? How far did they take your truck before you figured out that?
Oh, it was insane. It was, we had the food for 1,000 people cocktail party inside. It was not a U-Haul. It was a small minivan. We had.
They took it to the pound on the west side?
The party was at 7:30. The truck was on the sheriff tow truck. And the sheriff outside.
Oh, the sheriff took
The sheriff
it.
was.
No, that's the worst.
It was like that outside, crossing. We had to negotiate,
Yeah,
And some people who were with me offered cash.
Yeah.
Wrong things to do.
Yeah,
to
I don't
upset
think the sheriff likes that.
No.
Yeah. No, the
Did you
sheriff.
invite him inside to enjoy a meal? Was that better?
He was not dressed properly.
So how did
All right, I'll come inside. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the truck. I'll give you your car or food back, but I want to come in and enjoy the meal. You're not dressed properly. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have a jacket and tie.
You cannot come into my restaurant like that, Mr. Sheriff. Yeah, no, I hear you. So what happened?
Is that really the way I sound like?
No,
it's the way.
No,
It's the way.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it's my attempt at my French.
By the way, the only thing I can say,
You need to put a blazer on, Mr. Jimmy.
Chef, the only thing I can say is his English accent is worse.
I've done some very good English accents, Jimmy.
None.
And I did some good Irish accents too.
Never.
I have to get into the mood. I have. You haven't heard them.
Think about our friend Robert Earl and his time in.
It was 1972 at the Savoy Hotel. I was a busboy. Paul McCartney came into the restaurant. I can't tell you the rest of the story. I'd have to kill you if I told you what happened. Rod Stewart he took his shirt off. I can't tell you anymore. It was the Savoy Hotel.
There's Shatsy's English. I told you, the English accent's even worse.
That was pretty good, right? But that's Robert Earl's. That was my impression of Robert Earl.
Okay.
It was 1975. I was a busboy at the Savoy Hotel. Anyway, all right, Jimbo, what do we got to get to here? We
Just
gotta
real
get
quick,
to we got to
the cooked a meal for 50 in the stairwell.
True.
Wow.
True story.
And
Because the kitchen was carpeted.
Where was this?
Cannot tell.
I'd have to kill you. I would have to kill you if I told you that story. I cannot tell you. All right, so let's get into a little branded quickfire, shall we?
Yes.
All right, let me get a little something for the. List. All right, branded quickfire. We're eating dinner tonight, Jeff.
Question. Maybe Momofuku?
I like it. What's your favorite place to travel?
To go to the south of France.
Who doesn't like to go to the south of France? All right, next time I go to the south of France, I'm going with this guy. Because he probably knows where to eat, right?
he knows where to go.
Yeah. What's the most used app on your phone?
Instagram.
Instagram. Big Instagram, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to follow you on Instagram. What is your Uber rating, Chef?
I have no idea.
Can you look? You want to look right now?
Yeah.
Jimmy, what's yours now?
486.
Well, you didn't even look. How do you know it's still the same?
I checked before the show.
You go check out your Uber rating. Let's see.
How do you, where do you...
Account, and then account, Uber, home. Oh, there it is. 471.
471.
Yeah, verified. 471.
471.
I'm a 48 now.
You're 48. Look at that. Rarely has the guest been on the lower side.
No, Jonathan Neiman from Sweet Green had the lowest we've ever seen. It was like a 4.3.
Ooh.
It was so sad for a young whippersnapper like him to have. Yeah, Chef, that's not bad. It's not good, though. Are you not tipping in the Uber?
No, I tip the Uber.
I feel like you should have, like like either carry like burgers in your pocket to give.
And give
some,
to,
every time you take, you just give like an LT burger, right?
It's a good
idea.
idea.
Like that bacon burger that we just talked about.
Right.
You give those out. I bet you next time you come in, you got a 5. All right, listen. Uber rating is we're going to work on that. We have a strategy. If you were to challenge Jimmy or I to a game of chess, are you a chess player?
No.
Oh, then why do we have this question? Julie, why do we have this question? You don't even play chess.
No,
Do you play chess? I've never heard you mention chess.
I can play chess.
I play checkers.
By the way, now ask the question.
Are you good at checkers?
Yeah, I do.
All right, okay, if you challenge Jimmy or I in checkers, who would you beat?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But look at Jimmy and look at me. Who do you think you could beat?
Who do you think you have better odds of beating? Just remember, he couldn't figure out how to use Instagram to find you. Just think about that.
Probably you.
No. Hey, you led the witness.
That was an easy one.
Yes.
Yeah, you led the witness. I mean, honestly, Jimmy,
I was trying to help.
Well, you did. You led the witness there. I got to tell you. Anyway, I got to tell you, Jimbo, that was the slowest fire
slow fire.
I think we've ever had. But I got to tell you what we got. Laurent's Instagram.
Yes.
He's got a lot of followers,
Yes.
and I got to tell you, a lot of posts, a lot of activity, and I'm very excited that
Not everything should be rushed. I agree. We took our time on that one, and you know what? I think it was worth the wait.
I think our listeners are happy.
I think they're happy.
Yeah, and I think we also solved for his low Uber rating.
I think we did.
Right.
By the way, quick story on tipping. When I worked for
Jimmy, we haven't had a quick story.
When I worked for Société Générale, I was visiting my colleagues, my Parisian colleagues, Société Générale, SOCGEN for short, and I was visiting my colleagues, and I went to order. We were out at a restaurant, out at a bar, and I ordered a round of drinks, and I left a tip. And my French colleagues, they say, you Americans, you think you need to tip? You don't need to tip. Blah, 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 blah,
You don't need to tip.
They don't need to tip. Anyway, now we're several people back from the bar, and the bartender looks up at me and he holds up. And he says, do you want another? He points to me. And I looked at my Parisian colleagues. I'm like, it seems like tipping works everywhere. To ensure prompt service, to ensure promptness. I thought it was great, and I got my drink very fast. So there you go. There's my
I
tipping
can't
story.
imagine you not giving money to people and that not helping the situation.
Yes.
You know, you say, if I give you $20, will you get me a drink faster than that guy?
Something I can put in this hand that makes you do something over here.
Yeah.
Listen, Laurent, we want to thank you so much for joining us on the podcast, having some fun.
Thank you for having me.
We like to have a few laughs, but we also enjoy bringing really folks that are making beautiful things happen in this industry. And I'm totally serious. Your restaurants are really a joy to go to. And you offer an elevated hospitality experience and appreciate everything you're doing. If you want to get in touch with Chef directly, you can
How do you
email
do that?
You can email the podcast.
Well, I just gave him his Instagram account.
Well, you can
Everybody
Instagram him.
You can just Instagram him now.
Or you can email the podcast team at podcast@brandedstrategic.com, and we'll make the connection. We're not going to give out personal cell phones and stuff.
I got to tell you, I
Chef,
love it.
thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Sats, you want to close this out?
Thank you for joining the podcast, everybody. And listen, if you're not checking us out at Hospitality Hangout on YouTube, check us out. We've got thousands and thousands of videos up there that you should check out because they're really terrific, and I think you might have a good laugh and you might learn something. If you haven't read our newsletter, it's hospitalityheadline.com. That's hospitalityheadline.com. Check it out, and I got to tell you, next week, I feel like we keep saying the same next week guest. Liz Williams, CEO of El Pollo Loco. I feel like we said that last week, that she was next week.
We're teasing it. We're taking our time.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
It's a tease.
All right, our next is Liz Williams, CEO of El Pollo Loco. That's going to be one you can't miss. So join us next week for the Hangout. Cheers, everybody.